Hey folks, it's Rob. Welcome back to RimWorld Alpha 13. Here we are in Death Valley. And looks like Rose doesn't have her weapon. Well, I guess that'll do. Why doesn't Rose have her weapon again? I forget. But it'll get sorted out. And Susumu's in a bad mood because, well, Susumu has the plague and has to stay indoors all the time in bed and will burn medicine for quite a long time. I think we burnt all the corpses, and I don't think we're really going to burn much in the way of clothing, so I'm just going to switch this back off again. But we will put that... Okay, that's on, so that's fine. Rose... Now, you are somewhat injured and recovering, but let's go and equip you with a rifle. There we go, and why don't you go and rest up before you get an infection. I don't need you right now. You can go and rest. Kira, why are you puking? Food poisoning. Who's making garbage food? Alright. Details. No, we don't allow rotten. What the fuck? No! I am certain I've switched that off before. We don't allow rotten to be used for food. And there should be absolutely no rotten food allowed in here. Alright, when you're done puking... What, you won't clean? You're one of those that won't clean, aren't you? Yeah. I'll puke all over the horseshoe playing area, but clean up my puke? No, that's for commoners. Fuck you, Pyrrha. Gotta say, this prison needs cleaning, too. Okay, well, we're continuing to mine out my future workshop. There's quite a bit of steel I guess I gotta dig out of here. So that, I mean, that's a good and bad thing in that I have a lot of steel. But that adds to the value of the colony. And also, this is a lot more room than I was originally planning on digging into the mountain. And this is why you don't necessarily want to dig into mountains, kids. So... But hopefully they're at, like, hive population limit. Let's try to find out. Oh, it's not counting for me. Damn you! It's not various, it's just hives. Bah. Bah, I say. Yes, drop the ceiling on your hive colony. Right, well... Oh, moved away just in time for the roof collapse. Okay. Finally recruited Salt. Alright. Again, this means we have housing considerations to take care of. Well, you know, because the way this is working out... Alright. We'll cut out all that in the back there. We'll make sure we have a double thickness of wall, but we'll cut that out too. Alright? Then... we could cut through to the outside world and have a separate doorway and kind of wall it off as its own room. Hard to judge until you know what exactly you got to deal with in the background there. But I can totally see mining out that corner anyway. Okay. I am going to want to cut that out. You're both set for release, aren't you? No, I haven't decided what to do with you, Barrow. An abandoned child who became a digger. Do you dig it? You know, I'll put you on route chat to recruit for now. Vulture is to get kicked out, I believe. No, I'm trying to recruit Vulture as well. Prostophobe, nervous type. Oh, the crafting. But... Barrow, do you fight better? About the same, really. I mean, a 4 versus a 2, 5 versus a 7. I'm not going to be bothered by it. You are a 94 difficulty. Oh, you know what? We'll just let it run. If I release both of them, however, I can get the tribespeople to be peaceful. I suppose I should take the recruits while I can, then. I don't know, but it'd be nice if they don't raid anymore and they just send traders. Right, this mining project needs to, like, finish up so we can, like, get back to cleaning and things, too. Valentine, I forget where we even bestowed you. We'll set that to non-medical right now and make sure we have enough beds for everybody. Alright, looks like we're finally mining out this like seam of steel. So this means we can actually finalize the shape of the room. Structure. Granite blocks. Okay, so what we really want is like a workshop with bedrooms off of it, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with the depth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so if I dig it out like a 2 on this side, and then... Okay. Yeah, so I want that, right? And then I want that to come over like that. And then we'll want to mine out about that much. And then we drop wooden doors on like that. Then I can continue to dig this into a workshop, and well, basically once this is finished, move the beds in. And then continue to dig this into a new workshop area. It's a little more involved than the original plan, but hey, it'll work. I'm certain Salt's having a really great sleep, too. If you ever had your home remodeled, this is kind of what it's like, I guess. I actually did get home remodeling done. My God, I hated it so much. Alright, floor. Alright, make sure we smooth out the sections. And this actually is home area, so I'm going to expand the home area into it. There we go. Okay. Let's move that bit of floor. Reinstall this bed. Like in that corner. And then put in a new bed. There. Now roof collapse on the bugs, I don't care. Our advantage for kicking them out immediately is that they then get my hospital back, which I wouldn't mind. 1.7% chance to get vulture with salt. Okay. I never did set up salt stuff. He's got a passion for doctoring, but he's only at 2, so no. Yes, you can flip switches. You have a passion for cooking, and you're a 4. Well, we'll let you do that. It's good enough for basic cooking. You know, repairing should really be done by people who are actually better at it. But I suppose some basic construction can be done by you. Mining, yep, you're really good at it, and you should be doing it. Plant skills suck. You have vague amount of art ability, but not really. Sure, you're mostly a hauler and cleaner, man. And salt, where the hell are you anyway? Right, we gotta give you a weapon anyhow. Right, you actually shoot guns, so that's nice. What weapon shall we give you? I feel like giving you... You know, if you're going to be wildly inaccurate anyway, the PDW is a good choice. And here, go clean up the vomit. Thank you. Nice to see that got moved over nice and prompt. Okay. Is everybody in a bed? Yeah, Valentine's there. Okay. And what's Salt's gear like? Alright. Yeah, your gear's alright. I don't really need to replace any of that immediately. And Valentine, you probably want better pants. Alright. We can do that. Someone can make some pants. That'd be nice. I see people... Valentine doesn't have a hat, so we'll make a cowboy hat to keep the sun off her head. So we can make it out of warg fur or something. We do have a jacket in spare. Okay, the beds have been moved. Let's let them finish off the bedroom so that they're in good order. Gotta love those roof collapses. I doubt any of the clubs or tribal weapons are worth bringing in, but we'll have a quick look at them. That one's marble. Actually, that's a steel spear. That'd probably be worth bringing in. It's real close to the nest, though. I don't know. Susumu's in a bad mood again. I'm supposed to be able to send someone to, like... Oh, well, Sin's cheering up all by herself. But yeah, I'm supposed to be able to, like, send somebody to cheer up the patients now. Well, you've developed immunity, so you're, like, going to be out of here shortly. Yeah. More collapses, whatever. Right. So the idea is, once this is done over here, and I want to make sure the floors are done before we do anything else. Okay. I'm going to continue mining out, basically, further in. I'm going to have, essentially, a workshop and storage area. Right? I'm hoping to get some of these folks to do some of the cleaning that needs done. Of course, Pyrrha's not doing anything because Pyrrha's a useless fucking lazy asshole. But we can send Pyrrha out to go and shoot some buggies. I would like to be doing something else while doing this, but I feel like if I don't babysit them, suddenly everything just swarms them and kills them. So, moving away from Pyrrha. No one's cleaned up the prison yet. Now my frame rate went to hell. Ha. Terrible mood. Well, Pyrrha's in a terrible mood. What a shock. Went straight to terrible mood, by the way. Seriously. The fact that you are wearing a worn-out armor vest is your own damn problem. Here, drop it. The cleanup's happening. Good, good. I really want things to actually kind of tidied up a bit before we continue, because if in a crisis, cleaning's like low priority, right? But if everything's a mess, everybody's debuffed. Because they're constantly like, ugly environment. It's so dirty around here. It's like having a bunch of Hill Valley teenagers from California. Yeah, bunch of valley girls. Gag me with a spoon. Okay, so let's dig it out a bit more. Production. I was going to put in a... Yeah, this is going to be a non-electric workshop, right? So it has to be fueled items or hand-working items. So we're going to put in a hand tailoring bench. And we're going to use as our filler material wood. And we want to keep our pathways open at the same time. So let's see here. This will be good. And I think I have a stool spare somewhere. Yeah. Wow, Tony, you're really bad at this. Alright. Smooth out that bit of floor we just dug out. Put bills on here. Okay. So there's no copy and paste from the other benches there. No. Alright. So you have to be at least this crafty to craft here. Make sure the ingredient search radius at least encompasses the stockpile. One more. There. Do this until I have 2 cowboy hats. I'll just let things run while we're doing this. Add bill. Let's go classier. Button-down t-shirt. Your minimum crafting skill, again, is 6. Again, the ingredient search radius should encompass the stockpile. Do this until I have 2. And add a bill. Make pants. Details. Minimum crafting skill. And radius. And do this until I have 2. To ensure we always have pants. Rift collapse. Bill. Bill. Yeah. Stinking roof collapses. I don't care. Jackets. Jackets should be a little harder. Do this until you have 2. Okay. Basic clothing will always be provided then. Alright. Production. I'm going to put in a fueled smithy so I can open up my options, basically. And not like I have huge plans for smithing, but a fueled smithy will not require electricity. It will require precious wood, but we have some wood on hand right now. We have another crop of trees coming mature eventually. Actually, I have no immediate smithing plans, but I'll plan to have one in there. And I don't know, the brewery, we could bring that in so it's not outside anymore. But I guess the thing to do is actually just like zone a stockpile in for now. Alright, and then basically this is, yeah, we allow apparel to be dropped here. Actually, I'm just going to clear it all first. Apparel, and then it's items. No. Yeah, you forget what this is under. Must be under... Ah, here it is, manufactured, right? Textiles. Okay. Now it'll give us another place where we can put stuff, right? And again, for the clothing, I don't really want it stored here unless it's at least poor, and it has to have at least 50% hit points. Actually, make that 55. There we go. And we'll make that preferred. That should now see us transferring materials over to the other stockpile. Which means also I need to make sure this bill... Yeah, it doesn't quite reach out there, does it? You know what, we'll just work with whatever's left over in this pile. Or we'll take this bench out, maybe put in a powered one. I feel like making an art duster, but now I shouldn't. Okay. Alright, so stuff is getting dumped off. Furniture-wise, I should put in our couple equipment racks. I'll make those out of granite because I have plenty of granite. Yeah, I thought that would immediately fill up with just actual textiles. Visitors are visiting, and they are visiting from a survivable direction. And they are purely on foot, no animals in tow for a change. That's different. Alright, the racks are done, so I need to tell them about their storage items. There we go. So Sumu, I'm going to have you talk to the traders once they're done moving. Actually, that's a good place. Go talk with French in the back alley there. Right, what do we got? One component. Take it. 1 bar chocolate. Take it. You'll buy meals. Awesome. Have a bunch. We'll hold back 3. We'll make more. You'll buy beer. Have a bunch. Keep back a couple. Just keep people happy. You sell medicine. I'll buy the 1 medicine. You will buy some of my shitty weapons. Okay. What do we got? Nothing really new from previous. It's just more a matter of do I want to get rid of any of it. Also, that is more than they have money to trade. So, unless I want to buy their bow or poor survival rifle, I should actually trim off some of this off the order. Alright. That's 129 exactly. Well, it's all the cash they have. Alright. Susumu's already hauling the chocolate. Sin's hauling the medicine. Good. Everything's getting hauled where it needs to go. And it's a very basic trader. We haven't had one of those in a long time because they tend to die. So I'm quite pleased, actually, to sell a bunch of meals. Kind of reinforcing our rest stop kind of approach to things. I do have some sandstone tile available, and it wouldn't be a terrible thing to run that over like that. The less time you spend walking around on dirt and sand, the less likely you're to track it indoors. So, that's what's going on there. Is this... I mean, is the range on this just not suitable? Yeah, okay. There we go. So it should be all over the smelter. I have this natural habit of pausing as soon as I hear a bip bip. You know, one of the message pops come up, and you're like, oh, better pause. Might be a raid. And the damn roof collapses. Just keep catching me out. You know, 2.1% chance to get Barrow. A combat supplier in orbit. Hey, get on the phone. They might have prosthetics. Simple prosthetic leg. They got joy wire. They have liver, heart, and kidney. Well, simple prosthetic leg will come in handy. Their components are welcome. And their inexpensive artillery shells are also welcome. And they have not overly expensive medicine. You can buy that silver steel knife off of me, that's fine. And this shitty helmet, sure. What do you have that I might want? Not really interested in buying really shitty weapons. And as for melee weapons, I'm not that motivated. Power armor helmets are freaking expensive. Do I want to spend money on medicine? Yes. We'll buy in some medicine. We have 30. Let's make it 40. And yeah, that'll do. Having that spare leg for future operations come in handy. Having the extra artillery shells for bombardment, great. One of you guys could wake up and like help me deal with that. Speaking of restrictions, there we go. Make sure salt's in the program. I mean, I think it's time to like try to make higher end weapons. And with the extra components we bought and all that steel we brought in, how much steel do I have in reserve? 1,762. So I'm going to add a bill, make component, make me an extra 12, right? And that means we've got to power it on. Then once that's done, we'll power on the machining bench and we'll see about turning out some better weapons. And maybe a couple armor vests. Alright. First, get the medicine out of the sun, huh? Thank you. Alright. Good, get the shells into protective custody. Don't want those rotting in the sun either. Alright, so that is now a buttload of shells. That's cool. They don't show up here on the side inventory, do they? Nope, but this rack by itself contains 50, and then we have a further, well, 31, so that's 81 shells we got in inventory. Someone can go get that. Meals are, well, you know, I think we're actually at the point where we need to have a second meal productions arrangement. And I think we should actually be producing food inside the freezer. This means a lot less running in and out of the door, right? It's the same principle behind the butcher block. This will allow me to also basically have two cooks running at the same time. So this one will be, you know, cook the simple meals. Do it until I have 15. We don't allow rotten. Your minimum cooking skill will be 4. And here's your ingredient search radius. Okay. And then cook fine meals. Do that until I have something big that you won't get to anytime soon. just to make sure we have plenty of meals on hand. Yeah, 30 will do. And you need to have a little more minimum to get that done. And no, we don't allow rotten. And here's your ingredient search radius. Again, nice and tight. And there we go. Now Susumu will work inside the freezer, making meals rapidly, right? Because all we have to do is basically reach over, grab ingredients, and then drop the meals. We already hit the 10 minimum for simple meals, and then Susumu's like, oh, that's my skill limit. So now Narda's making fine meals. Meanwhile, out here, I'm pretty certain the bill is to make simple meals until we have 30, right? So what I really should do is have the simple meals generated really quickly inside. So we're going to cut this down, and this is going to be like, okay, we're in emergency, we need to have 15 meals, right? And do this until I have, 20. So we'll run the second cooker as the extra, right? There. That should convert a lot of my food to meals as well. Right, we have 6 colonists idle, and here's a lot of the idlers right here. Rose, why don't you stick your head out? Bramble, come and join her. And Barrera, it'll be a little girls' night out, okay? The 3 of you can come out and shoot some bugs for me. Okay, that bug's pissed off. Great, Barrera. You're doing great getting through that door. Why are you so slow, Barrera? Because you're on a prosthetic leg. Well, that's kind of fair enough. Nothing to shoot over here? Nothing to shoot over here. Alright, well, those can be brought in. Yeah, I guess this area is pretty clear. Alright, you guys, you're prone to be annoyed anyway. Go do something else for now. You know, I think I will plant trees here. Alright, let's clear this out. I'll put a different one in later. Oh, that's right. I was going to show you the double growth trick. Right, so the first thing you do is you plant something else. Because I'm not that bothered, I'm just going to put roses in. Alright, now, I'm certain something else is going on here, but whatever. And now I'm going to put in the Crocopia trees. Right. And are we having like a social fight? Yes, we are. Literally just started. Okay. Well, feel free to knock each other's eyes out and such. Alright, bunch of bruises. Go get treated. I feel like it's the same combat trader. I can't recall. I'll have Tony check it out. It is not. So they have a simple prosthetic arm. Okay. Well, Susumu, get on the phone. Right. They have a bionic eye. Want. 3 components. Want. I have 80 shells. I don't really need more. Simple prosthetic arm would be useful if someone loses an arm. Any other weapons worth considering? They got a good minigun. They have a Kevlar helmet. That's good. Actually, that's worth buying, so I don't have to make it myself. But that puts me over. That's more money than I have. Alright. Yeah, what I want is more important. Okay. If I gave that back, though, would I have enough to buy the helmet? Because that's really what I ended up using the money on, is making protective gear. No? Okay. Then we'll take the 3 components. That's it, Tony. Walk past the bionic parts. Don't, bring them in or anything. Don't make sure they're stored appropriately instead of left out in the sun. Alright, someone's getting a bionic eye. Oh, yeah. Who am I giving a bionic eye? Well, Vitelli is someone who's always constantly showing an injury indication. But it's just because of missing toes. Valentine. You're just beat up. Tony, you're a doctor. Your right arm was torn off. Well, we should get you the simple prosthetic arm. Right. Once we have my hospital back. Because we would want to do the operation where it's actually in hospital beds with, bionic special equipment. Could you guys, get recruited so I can move on with my life? Thank you! Thank you for joining, Brewer. I guess I had to ask nicely. Okay, yes, flip switches. It's one of those things we have, Tribals. It's called an electric switch. It works by pushing buttons and flipping switches. Animal handling, yeah, but you can do all the animal handling you want. You are no good at cooking. In theory, you can do some construction and repair. You're a miner. You smith. You tailor. Yeah, okay. Go get yourself gear. We'll have to get you hooked up with a weapon. But right now, just get yourself into some clothes. Alright, so what they're doing right now is basically they're ripping up the roses, but only in the spots where they want to plant the trees. Right, so now I have roses and trees. And that's a little trick. Restrict. And I'm going to need sleeping space for you. Where am I going to put you? I still had one on yeah, so, okay. It's just a matter of the last colonist. And then really are going to have to just deal with things. Okay. I mean, I got enough double beds in case anyone actually does, pair up, but everyone seems to not like each other that way. I really haven't really seen a whole lot of hitting on each other, even. It's just they're not interested. Now, where can I put more housing? Well, we could take the armory, right? And replace it. But then where do I move that stuff? Because this is increasingly becoming a dorm area. got a lot of people living down there now. And that means having to pay more attention to it. Like, you know, I'm running power over here to this section. I got 2 people living back here with no electricity. It would not take much to mine that out into a room suitable for a person to live in. I wouldn't want the shells too far away from this, but at the same time, well, we could throw in our house onto the side of this. You know, structure, granite wall, basically this. And then floor it up because we got a lot of granite. So there we go. And to keep with the theme, we'll run the marble over here. And our roof collapse. So if we can get Vulture out of here, that'd be great. You're the crafter. But otherwise, I'm not bothered with you. This is your last chance. Sign up or I'm kicking you out. Failed, 1.7% chance. You know what? You're gone. You're on release. Get the hell out of my colony. I want my hospital back. Alright, I'm going to set these as non-medical because I want to force the operation to be here. Now, it's Tony I was going to give the bionic eye to. Where are you, Tony? Tony. Here, Tony, Tony. There you are. You're in the freezer. Okay. Actually, I'm not giving her the bionic arm. I'm giving her the replacement arm. So it's the right arm. Simple prosthetic arm, right shoulder. Okay. You'll now be scheduled for an operation. Oh, and let's, something like I kicked my desktop there. Sorry about that. Let's free up actual medicine for the job. Also, I should make sure Tony gets actual medicine. Yeah, okay. No, this is not the medical bed. No, no, no. Alright, there we go. We are now in the medical bed that we want to do the operation in, and we're going to use actual medicine for a change. Yay. Hopefully this will go well. Narda is a 5 medicine. Damn it all. Damn it all, game. I'm so sorry, Tony. I made so many other precautions and I didn't go and make sure. Okay, it looks like it worked. It didn't go badly. Oh my god, Narda, thank you for doing a good job. You even up your skilled one. Alright. I gotta set the next operation. Who's gonna get the eye? Let's see. You're missing an eye. Burr is on the list. You're a prostophobe, though, so I should not give you a bionic eye. Salt. Nope. Susumu. Nope. Pyrrha. Your left eye was crushed, which means it also needs replacement. But I kind of hate you. And because you're very neurotic and a psychopath. And you don't do lots of things I want you to do. Valentine? No. You're missing a toe. Bramble. Sin? No. Narda? No. Castro, your right eye was cut out. And you're like a backup doctor. And I don't hate you. Okay. You know what? I think you're our primary candidate. Let's see if anybody else qualifies. I don't see anything over there. We can try Barrow. Left middle finger was cut off. I don't care. Okay, Castro, congratulations. You win the health lottery. You get to have a new bionic eye on your right eye. Make sure we do the correct eye here. Yep, there we go. You can have a regular eye and a bionic eye instead of just a bionic eye and no other eye. Once the hospital bed is available, of course. I expect Tony will be doing the operation. Who's having a binge? Vitali's having a binge. I don't care. And that's over. He's no longer binging on alcohol. I'm like, I'm binging on this half pint. Half pint of whiskey? No, beer. Oh, okay. Why are you using that cooker instead of the one that... Yeah, get in there. Where are you, Castro? There. Castro's incapacitated. Oh, the operation happened here? Why did it happen down here? Well, at least it's successful. Still, let's put our med bay back to medical. Right, so now Castro should be better at what he does. It won't see a reflection here, but we'll see an actual reflection in his ability to do things, because his sight efficiency will be back up to 100%. So he'll be actually able to shoot targets and, you know, do operations effectively. This is good. This is good. But this also means I've spent almost all my silver, and we need to kind of replenish supplies of materials. Now, I think first thing we need to do, we should probably do, is recover bits and bobs from out here. All the random junk that we might find saleable. Now, not all of it is worth bringing in, but for example, there's some silver out here. It's 3 chunks right here, and that's 890 right there, plus another 36. So there's more than $900 just sitting there. And, you know, not all of it, a lot of things have been degrading because I've been ignoring it, but it's certainly some things worth getting. Rescuing the silver will be a worthwhile project. So, Castro, I know you're cleaning dirt at the moment. Come on down and let's try out that new bionic eye. Narda, come and join him. Valentine, you're having a beer. I'm thinking we should go and have you join the firing squad and actually get some practice in. Sin, yeah, you can come along as well. Alright, that's enough, folks. Improvised turret is broken down, need repair. That one, okay. This will also add to our meat stores, you know, as we do. So let's head down to here. Alright, continue moving in this direction. They clearly thought, you're attacking our nest. I'm like, what the fuck? Usually bugs are quite happy to let you shoot them. Alright. Free up the silver. And since we've done all our shooting for the time being, Valentine, right, restriction, Valentine, unrestricted, go grab silver, Nardo, I'm gonna do the same for you, there we are. And I already have Castro on unrestricted. Okay, so Castro, you're undrafted. Go get the silver. Nardo, you're undrafted. Go get that silver. You're not a hauler. Right? Then Sin can do it. Sin. Here we are. Okay. Everyone go get the silver and bring it in. Gives us a little more cash to play with. I can check to see if the military supplier is still in orbit, although I doubt it. Where is Susumu? Well, actually, I don't need Susumu to check. Yeah, they're gone. Okay. They sure don't hang around a lot anymore. Alright, note to self, put the medicine back in order, because they're using it. Alright. We still have a simple prosthetic leg in case I need to actually replace somebody's leg, but for missing toes, I'm not inclined. Right. Oh yes, I still need to finish sorting. Oh, and I'm like running out of time. Sorry, I'm running over, but I do want to not forget to do that. And wood is basically used up at the moment, so we're going to use steel for an unusual. We don't commonly use a lot of steel in the making of beds anymore, but we will this time. Hopefully Barrow will make a decent one. It's awful! You know whose bed that is, Barrow? That's gonna be your bed. Where are you on here? There you are. Congratulations. Have a shitty, shitty bed. Okay, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, folks. Goodbye.